Welcome back to the Agentic Executive. I'm Adrian Cross. Today, a 10-minute ritual to stop committing on optimism alone. Big idea. When teams talk big upside, they often skip the baseline and ignore an actionable drawdown. The result? Surprises, reversibility lost, and wasted optionality. The antidote? The three-frame decision map: baseline, upside, drawdown, each with a numeric anchor, an owner, and a single trigger. We'll walk the one-line schema, 3 anchors to keep optimism honest, and a 7-day pilot you can run this week.
Quick framing question. When you say baseline here, do you literally mean the status quo projection or a negotiated expectation that the team signs up to?
Good call. Baseline is the accountable expectation, the metric you expect to hold if you do nothing different, and who owns that expectation. Think of it as the default you can return to without ceremony. Upside is the structured target you pursue and how much probability you're placing on achieving it. Drawdown is the credible worst case you can tolerate and undo without breaking the company or the partnership.
Core insight. Briefly. Holding baseline, upside, and drawdown simultaneously prevents surprise by forcing you to price reversibility. If you only model upside, you won't build rollback handles. If you only model drawdown, you won't capture optionality. The map forces all three to coexist, so a single trigger can move you to proceed, throttle, or revert. Fast.
That tension, capturing optionality while keeping reversibility cheap, is exactly what operational leaders struggle with. So show me the map token. What's the one-line schema I can paste into a memo?
Here it is. Exact one line you can copy. Decision ID, baseline, metric plus expectation plus owner, upside, target plus probability band, drawdown, max impact plus containment plus rollback handle. Example 1, pricing experiment Q2. Baseline, ARP $24 to $24, product lead. Upside, ARP $30, 30 to 45% prob. Drawdown, churn plus 1%, revenue hit $12K per month, revert price in 7 days via pricing flag. Example 2, vendor integration -X. Baseline, 99.95% availability to 99.95%, ops lead. Upside, latency minus 20 milliseconds, 60% prob. Drawdown, integration failures degrade service 0.5%, isolation via canary and kill switch. Example 3, model rollout -A. Baseline, current inference cost 0.002 cents per request to stable, ML lead. Upside, cost minus 30%, 25 to 40% prob. Drawdown, accuracy drop to PPT, rollback through model registry and traffic split.
I like that. Each example makes the ownership and rollback explicit. 2 practical notes. Make the probability band tight enough to hold optimistic narratives accountable, and put the rollback handle somewhere operationally real, not just we'll stop it if it fails.
Exactly, which leads to move 2, anchors and triggers. 3 anchoring moves you must adopt. 1, numeric confidence bands. Don't say likely, give a 10-90 or 30-70 band depending on uncertainty. 2, explicit reversion cost. Time, money, or ops needed to undo the change, expressed in dollars or days. 3, a minimal proving action, a small time-boxed experiment that produces a pass-fail signal. If the proving action fails or is missed, the drawdown trigger fires automatically and you revert or throttle.
Can you give a short example of a minimal proving action? Make it concrete so listeners can emulate it.
Sure. For a pricing experiment, minimal proving action equals run the new price to 5% of traffic for 7 days. Measure ARPU lift and churn delta. Success criteria: ARPU uplift greater than or equal to 10%, with churn less than or equal to 0.5%. If uplift exists and churn is within band, proceed to 25% rollout. If not, revert pricing flag and archive the map with lessons. For a vendor, minimal proving action equals 48-hour canary handling 2% of requests. Success if error rate remains less than or equal to baseline plus 0.2%. For a model, shadow inference on 10% of traffic for 7 days. Success if latency and accuracy remain within bands.
Those are actionable. 2 governance points. Make maps required attachments to memos and gate execution. No map, no deployment. And assign a daily monitoring probe per frame. A single daily line that says whether baseline, upside, drawdown probes are green, yellow, or red. That keeps attention tight without noise.
Move 3. Enforcement and integration. 3 short prescriptions. Attach the map token to any decision memo and require the owner to accept it. Let a gate block execution until the map is accepted, and add 1 monitoring probe per frame that reports daily. Make the probe simple, a single metric or Boolean that flips your traffic, spend, or scope control. For public or partner decisions, rotate an independent verifier to avoid the map becoming just a signaling device.
This is where teams trip up. Maps used as theater. The independent verifier idea is smart. A quick external check prevents the map from being abused as post hoc rationalization.
Okay, pilot and fast action, your 7-day script. Day 0, pick 1 imminent decision, pricing, vendor, or model, and paste the 1-line map into your memo. Day 1, define the minimal proving action and set the time box and numeric success criteria. Day 2 to 6, run the proving action, publish a single daily probe line. Day 7, publish a 2-line lesson, what the proving action showed and the single next move, proceed, throttle, or revert. Repeat weekly until the map becomes habitual. The goal isn't to overdesign, it's to price reversibility and generate actionable evidence fast.
2 implementation tips before we close. 1. Require provenance links, 1 line pointing to the evidence the anchors were based on. 2. If a proving action is missed or the signal is weak, the protocol must automatically engage the drawdown trigger. No discretionary delay.
Risks to call out briefly. You can oversimplify multi-stakeholder complexity into 3 frames, anchor too optimistically, or use maps as PR. Mitigations: require numeric anchors and provenance links. Mandate the minimal proving action with a time box and automatic drawdown engagement, and embed maps into gates with an independent verifier for critical decisions. Those 3 moves keep the map honest.
Final thought: the map is a discipline, not a crystal ball. It compresses the decision into audit-ready tokens so you can move faster without losing reversibility. Try the 7-day pilot this week. Pick 1 near decision, map it, run the minimal proving action, and publish the 2-line lesson. Clarity is leverage. Make your next move count.
If you found this useful, share it with one teammate who needs tighter reversibility. Precision drives agency.
Subscribe for daily executive briefings. Stay agentic.